one of the things I really like about getting so much out as we do is, of course, meeting good friends. And here at IST UV Days in Nürtingen, I have the absolute pleasure of welcoming on English my good friend Manuel Schrutt from Fujifilm.
Hi Morten, pleasure to meet you in Germany this time.
This time in Germany. I can't even remember last time where that was, but it was somewhere in the world.
It's somewhere in the world.
Precisely, yeah. I mean, you also travel quite a lot, right?
I do, yes, I do. Yeah. Too much sometimes.
Too much, yeah. And your role in Fujifilm, you like working, what will you do? I mean, you are busy, right?
I'm busy, that's the most important, yes. So, but I'm heading the packaging and inkjet business in EMEA, and on top I'm also working globally on our packaging, go-to-market, and product strategy. So.
And I think it's interesting. I have asked many of your colleagues almost the same question, because since Carl Icahn was so, in quotation, stupid to say no to Fujifilm marriage with Xerox, it seems that Fujifilm has just been ever fast of growing and growing and growing, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting journey Fujifilm is going through. So we've that former joint venture, and now Fuji Xerox being a Fujifilm company and merging that with the graphics division. There's a lot of interesting dynamics, a lot of products coming out on the office side, on the production side, on inkjet, so basically everywhere. So it's sometimes for us even a lot of surprises.
I mean, I was also thinking that we were like part of the launch of Revoria in Europe, right? A totally new brand built on a lot of the Xerox products and the portfolio, building up new channels, building up new products, acquiring a lot of people into the Fujifilm organization. The past 2-3 years has been, from the outside, it looks like that you have been just like busy.
Yeah, it's also from the inside. We are busy. Yeah. So the former, or the Revoria business is headed by Mark Lawn, a colleague of mine. So he's very busy. He recruited a lot of talented people, building a fantastic network of distributors, and of course working with the Fujifilm entities and our own salespeople as well. So yeah, and every day basically something new is popping up. We also launched our DT business, so device technology, which is basically office printing. Yeah. So that's also raising very fast and are growing very fast, and we are launching now in country by country. So a lot going on there, and our inkjet portfolio also is growing in flexible packaging with 790, with our imprinting, and a lot more to come.
The 790 is part of your portfolio, right?
That's part of my portfolio, yes.
And how is it? Because I mean, when I saw that the first time, was that at Drupa? It was introduced, or just before Drupa, right?
Yeah, it was. We officially launched it at Drupa, yes. And before, I don't know if we met in UK at EcoFlexibles, maybe.
No, we did not. But I just remember when I saw it the first time, it was like, it seems like also a new machine from Fujifilm that is also now trying to set new, let's say, boundaries of what you can do in digital print, right?
Yeah, so that machine for me is kind of a game changer, even for digital printing, because it's a digital press, but not necessarily in that sense like a digital press. So we are challenging Flexo, and we are putting mainstream volumes on that machine. Wow. So it's not like niche digital personalization, serialization. It's really Flexo jobs or gravure jobs converted to that machine.
But that opens up for a tremendously big market, right?
Yeah, it is. So Flexibles, of course, is a massive market. It's growing, and we are just scratching the surface.
And how are customers appreciating the approach?
So I think from my experience, also with my history, I think the customers appreciate the way we are doing it, so that we are fitting into the existing environment, that you don't need to invent the wheel. Yeah. So basically you do what you do with a different technology, but you don't need to have a special finishing or special features or special that. So that's making life a lot easier, and from my point of view, we are fixing a big headaches they have.
So basically bridging some of the difficulties there were between digital and flexible printing in traditional sense, and now you're basically making sure that you can handle that digitally?
Yeah, so we try to give a more efficient solution for, I would say, the short and medium run area of flexible packaging, where flexo is suitable, but you're using a technology with a press which can handle 300, 400, 500 meters. And you then do something like 5,000 square meter printing, which is not utilizing the technology in the best way. And for us, we are trying to approach it from the analog side and the digital side. So on the digital side, obviously, we try to give an alternative. And on the analog side, we also try to speed up the flexo production. So we have developed a new flexo plate, 35-minute roundabout from CTP to press. So also to challenge that time to market challenge
in the analog world,
in the analog world, and we always try to challenge digital with analog and analog with digital to make everything better over time.
Sounds great. Last question. We are here at IST UV Days. Why are you here, and are you collaborating with IST already? Or
yes, so IST is one of our partners. So together with IST, we have developed our LEDs curing system, LuxStream. So IST and us, we thought it makes sense to join forces from two different directions. So IST brought all the knowledge about energy curing, and we brought all the knowledge about ink.
Okay, so that's where the bridge is basically.
Exactly, and together we could do something which none of us was able to do on our own. So we created a curing system with the ink perfectly matching what we are doing with the curing. So then we have 100% control over the energy, over the process security and so on, which I think is moving the analog production into a new level of control, which is getting closer to also the level you have of control on the digital end.
I can't remember, because when we talk about the 720, 750, that's obviously the Fujifilm Samba printheads. What about on the 790? Is that also your Samba printheads, or?
It's not a Samba printhead.
Okay, but it's a Fujifilm printhead.
It's a 1200 by 1200 DPI printhead.
Okay. And then you don't have to say more, right?
I can say more, but I don't want to.
Okay, but I was just thinking that, you know, that interaction between the chemistry, the curing, and the printheads, that kind of collaboration is not bad, right?
Yeah, of course, we have a big advantage having everything in-house, ink, controllers, printheads, and so on. But due to our nature and our history, obviously, we're also working a lot with other printhead companies together, developing inks and stuff and so on. So we do have that expertise, of course, to do basically everything with every printhead. And in Fujifilm, I think we know when to use what. And it's not always necessarily maybe a Samba printhead, which we believe is the best for a specific application. And yeah, we are brave enough sometimes to
also do something differently.
To use something different as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. Manuel,
thanks, Mark.
Good to see you again.
My pleasure. See
Likewise.
you soon.
Yeah, definitely.